Yeah, kia ora, Pastor Carl Bromley here. And as the days unfold following Charlie Kirk's assassination, we are seeing the most vilest of depraved examples of inhumanity, or perhaps humanity at its most sinful and depraved we've ever seen in our recent times, with comments and posts coming out of the woodwork like maggots, making statements and posting comments that just makes your mind boggle and leaves you with disbelief. I want to give an example of this, of apparently a mental health worker in Adelaide calling herself Lizzie Page Zero, and her comments about the appropriateness of laughing at Charlie Kirk's assassination and mocking it with the most vile, disgusting metaphor. This is someone who allegedly works in the mental health service in Melbourne. Someone who your kids, your loved ones or family would go and see, be referred to with mental health issues, and yet this person seems to be the epitaph of evil and mental disorder and illness personified. Let's see it, and let's contrast biblically the Christ-like response when someone you perceive as the enemy falls. Here she is in all her demonic, demented, satanic glory. Meet Lizzie Page. She works for a mental health NGO in Melbourne, Australia. She tells people it's okay to laugh at the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and it's okay that he became, listen to this, a human water fountain. And she's referencing Charlie being shot in the neck and obviously the pouring out and spurting out of blood. What on earth is this person doing, working in mental health? I mean, what on earth? This offends me to the core as someone who spent 30 years myself working in mental health, trying to support and journey with the broken to healing. And here she is making these statements. I'm going to play it to you, and I hope you can hear the volume.
I do a quick check-in after yesterday and all of the drama. I want to reiterate that it is not wrong or unethical or unkind to laugh at the misfortunes of terrible people. That Charlie Kirk incited violence. That's what he did.
It's not wrong to laugh at the unfortunate incidents concerning people who she calls terrible. Charlie Kirk's terrible, she says. The misfortunes of terrible people. Charlie Kirk incited violence, did he? By sharing his views. And that came back to haunt him. So she's blaming him for his own death. That was his decision. To do with the people who are laughing and joking about it, him becoming a human water fountain. I'll play it again from the start because I interrupted it. This is just, it doesn't get more vile than this, folks.
But I do a quick check-in after yesterday and all of the drama. I want to reiterate that it is not wrong or unethical or unkind to laugh at the misfortunes of terrible people. That Charlie Kirk incited violence. That's what he did. And then that came back to haunt him. That was his decision. So it's got nothing to do with the people who are laughing and joking about him becoming a human water fountain.
Wow. There's nothing unkind, she says, about laughing at the misfortune of terrible people. Charlie Kirk, a conservative man married to a beautiful wife, beautiful children, promoting, endorsing traditional Judeo-Christian values. And apparently that's hate speech, and that renders one responsible for their own murder. What a sick, depraved person is this Lizzie Page Zero. Works in mental health in Melbourne, Australia. She should be sacked on the spot. And this person is influencing people who are suffering from mental health issues. What on earth is she doing at all? Anywhere near a broken person who's mentally suffering or unstable? Folks, this is what we've arrived at. And that is an epitaph of how evil this world is right now. In contrast to the dark, satanic, demented verbiage of this ideological freak, I would call it satanic ideological freak, how does the Bible tell us to respond when someone we perceive as an enemy falls? Proverbs 24:17 and 18. Look at this. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and do not let your heart be glad when he stumbles, lest the Lord see it and it displeases him, and he turn away his wrath from him. The point is, you don't rejoice when your enemy falls, and you don't get excited and celebrate when he stumbles. In fact, Jesus said, love your enemies. Love your enemies. That's what Christians do, in contrast to demented, sick, debauched, satanic ideologies like Lizzie Page Zero is promoting. What more can I say, folks? We are in the last days of moral corruption, depravity like nothing else. And the demons are creeping out of the rotten underbelly of this world like maggots. Pray for this world. Pray for the exposure of evil. And pray that love, righteousness, and truth would prevail. And share this video everywhere. This person needs to be exposed. I don't know where she works, but she should not be working anywhere, in any job, particularly involved with fragile, broken, vulnerable people suffering from mental health. I don't know. Bye for now. God bless. See ya.